fantasy genre is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. I am a huge history nerd, and while I do try to use history as much as possible as templates in world building in my books, there are some things in history I do not like. I don't like that the Vikings were raging misogynists. Basically everyone was at that time, but I still don't like it. I don't like the general disregard for human life. I don't like that up until very recently in human history, every major economy functioned on being able to own people. So being a fantasy author is the best thing because I get to nerd out on history. But then if I come across something where I'm like, wow, hate that, I don't have to include it. So while I have had a lot of fun doing historical research for my Viking-inspired fantasy romance, Tears of the Wolf, there are quite a few things I have blatantly disregarded. Because I can. It was mainly around these 3 issues of women, the general value of human life, and slavery, or what they would have called thraldom. For the record, I did try to write a historically accurate depiction of all 3 of these things, and I hated it. I was able to do it, but I was not having fun. Then I remembered it's a fantasy book and I just rewrote the whole thing, and yeah, it was a lot more fun after that. While I'm definitely leaning into history as my template for world building, there are a lot of things I have deliberately changed. And I'm sure there's just some good old-fashioned mistakes in there too. But at the end of the day, it is a fantasy series, so we're still good.